Welcome to the lecture that introduces the Makestagram tutorial. At this point, you have finished the Make School Notes tutorial and you have a good understanding of the components of a full iOS app. However, all you have done so far is implement offline functionality. In this tutorial, you will learn how to integrate a server and how to set up a server using the PARSE framework and how to build apps that are connected to the network. You will also build a much more complex UI. Once the Makestagram app is completed, it will look like this. On the left-hand side, you can see a timeline. On the right-hand side, you can see a view that allows you to search for users and add them. Essentially, the Makestagram tutorial covers almost all topics that are relevant for building apps that you can ship to the App Store. We will only discuss a subset of these features that you will implement throughout this lecture. One of the first ones that you will encounter is data modeling. In the first tutorial, we had a very simple data model that only consisted of nodes. In this tutorial, we are building a more complex application. It involves multiple users, posts, likes, followers, and so on. We will teach you how to think about a data model and how to come up with the data model for the Makestagram app. Then you will learn how to add that data model to PARSE. The entire tutorial is built around PARSE and will teach you all of the essential features. First, you will learn how to set up the data model in the web UI. Then you will learn how to integrate the PARSE SDK into your iOS app. You will learn how to build a login, and you will also learn how to build queries, such as the timeline query that collects all the posts of all users that a current user is following. By the end of the tutorial, your understanding of PARSE should be good enough to build almost any app with some additional resources. Understanding how the PARSE framework works will also give you a good understanding of how client-server communication works in general, which is also an important topic for most iOS apps. We already touched on this briefly, but you will also learn how to build a login and sign-up screen using PARSE. And that is surprisingly easy, but it's a really important core component for most of your apps. We will also learn how to integrate Facebook to allow users to sign up with their Facebook account, reducing the login and sign-up friction. One core component of Makestagram is capturing photos. You will learn how to use a native iOS component that allows the user to select between the camera roll and taking a picture with the camera. You will also learn how to implement the action sheet that allows the user to choose which of these two sources they want to select. In general, Makestagram will teach you about a lot more UI components that you haven't used before. Another incredibly important topic will be threading and asynchronous code. You will learn it throughout the tutorial, and we will have a separate lecture on it. The tutorial will teach you how to use threading to upload and download larger amounts of data without freezing the UI. A really interesting and important topic. In general, you will also learn how to build a complex custom UI. That includes custom assets, such as the heart image and the clock here, but also more complex auto layout techniques. Overall, this tutorial will teach you everything that you need to start and build your original iPhone app.